This is the story of a poor young boy named Tom. Tom's a chimney sweep, you see, and is accustomed to only the filthy side of life. Dirty chimneys, dirty language, and dirty people are all that surround Tom while he's with his foul master, Mr. Grimes.
Hurry up now, Tom. Sir John will be expecting us.
I don't want to sweep chimneys anymore. It's dark and dirty.
What did you say? You listen to me, boy. You work for me. Now stop whining and come along sharpish. Hurry up now.
Da-dun, 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 da-da-da-dun, da-dun, 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 da-da-da-dun, da-dun, 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 da-dun. Tom had never seen much of the world, and certainly was not used to such a nice house with such nice belongings, and so he was surprised when he became lost in the intricate chimney system of the old house and stumbled into a beautiful, clean room. Tom saw a young girl sleeping on a grandiose bed, and as his gaze swept over her, he thought that she was the most beautiful creature he had ever seen. As he scanned the rest of the room, his eyes fell on something that was completely the opposite of the beauty they had just left, a reflection of himself. Tom had never seen his reflection, and he was quickly saddened by the grungy boy he saw in the girl's mirror. Disheartened, he crawled back into the chimney to resume his work. Tom had taken yet another wrong turn and ended up on the roof. Unsure of what to do, he glanced around, but he had gone a step too far and fell off the roof. Down and down he fell, twisting and flipping all the while. He dove into a cold lake, and as he sank beneath the crystal gloss of the surface, an amazing thing occurred. Tom didn't feel the bite of cold on his skin, and as he continued down into the eddies and flows of the current, all the dirt and grime from every chimney he had ever swept slowly disintegrated and whisked away. Tom became clean. Tom had become a water baby. He was no longer chained to the evils that his life upon land had required of him, and so he swam about happily. He had been living his underwater life for several months, lonely and friendless, until one day he came upon a lobster locked in a cage. Tom managed to unlock and open the cage that imprisoned the lobster. The lobster was free to go, and Tom had done his first truly good deed. Suddenly, while he was swimming, Tom saw Mr. Grimes drowning, and though he had no desire to, out of pure benevolence, he saved him.
Oh, must do as you would be done by, must be done by as you did. What are you doing here?
Tom, because you saved that man, even though you didn't want to, you have proven yourself to be an outstanding creature, deserving of a second chance at life.
Tom suddenly felt himself being lifted through the water. Once he had broken the surface, he began to transform into an adult. Because he had done an unsolicited good deed and freed Mr. Grimes from imminent death, Tom was given another chance to live life on land. He became a great man of science, creating steam engines and railroad tracks, and the beautiful girl whom he had first seen so long ago was there too, and they lived together quite happily.